Side note, my computer is running better, and I figured out why. The entire time it was skipping, my computer was trying to download the Windows update. And it was just lagging everything, so apologies for the previous couple parts when this goes up on YouTube, for being really laggy, probably. Oh. Hi. Alright. Now, to figure out what it is, or where it is, that this item can be. It is on this screen, right? That's all I want to know for now, is it's on this screen. Okay, so we can jump on these two stones. Let's try something really jerkish. Oh yeah, I have mind read. Yeah, there's a tree missing from earlier, so I'm actually kind of curious. Cross the river after pushing us down. This is terrible. How can anyone do that? Should we swim downstream if she isn't pulled ashore? I can't jump over to them. Oh, shoot. We can walk here. It's shallow enough for us to go down. Thank you, you saved me from being washed downstream. I assume that's the thing. Awaiting confirmation. Oh. Wow, that's kind of mean. That's kind of jerkish of the game to just be like, yeah, they just die if you don't rescue them. This game doesn't sugarcoat death too, which is something I really like. It gives the game stakes. Because so many JRPGs don't have high enough stakes, it's just like, you know, spoilers for the first 5-10 minutes of the game. The game literally starts with like a bunch of people dying, so like, this game has a sense of scale and intensity that a lot of JRPGs lack. Especially from this era, because there were so many games that are just like, stop or you'll be destroyed, or something like that, and it's like, why can't you just say they're gonna die? Because this is like a really heavy plot line, and yet you can't say the word for some reason. One of my weird little pet peeves about some JRPGs, and just gaming in general, is when script writing kind of dulls the stakes by just trying to make it kid-friendly, because it's like, this is not, like, it's rated E because there's no graphic violence or language or anything. I still wouldn't say this is like a kid-friendly game, because holy cow, this, again, it literally starts with a giant calamity that wipes out a bunch of people. Not exactly a cheery subject. Exactly. And I'm not saying we should go like... I mean, also, I feel like you do risk the... You know what? I wonder if people don't like using the word die in video games because of memes. Because when I'm talking about video games actually using the word death, the first thing that came to mind is Fate Stay Night's famous, people die when they're killed. Which is like... Huh? Who wrote this? That's my... like, the only line I know of Fate Stay Night is that, because it's such a meme. Like, stop or you'll be destroyed. And I'm like, destroying a person to me gives a very different connotation, because to me, destroying a person means like completely obliterating them. Like, nothing left, not just like ending their existence. I don't know why we're on this really dark topic as we're pushing logs around in a forest, but okay. Did I miss a nut? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the emote's for. I watched Fate Zero, that's as far as I'm gonna go, because frankly it's partly the characters specific to Fate Zero that I liked about it. But yeah, I tried watching the one anime for Fate Stay Night, and I literally only watched one episode and bailed. But to be honest, I'm also really bad about continuing anime to begin with. Oh. And yeah, I know, you have a fairly... Which is a shame, because Fate Zero is, like, you know, not horrible. But it's also like, yeah, I get that negative association, I get that all the time. There's certain games that I can't see myself playing. Like, there's a game I was really excited for that came out earlier this year, and I still haven't played it because I associate it so much with someone else. I mean, Fate Extra as a game is like... I don't know. I played it because I had a Vita for a while. I don't remember really liking it that much. Because it was kind of standard. The rock, paper, scissors gameplay didn't really grab me because it just felt very RNG based. I literally looked up guides showing potential turn orders because I kind of lost patience by the end. In any case, let's save the forest. Isaac uses Hermes Water. The water of Hermes seeped into Tret. I feel a great power spreading through me. Life flows within me once again. Tret. As you have recovered, so has our forest. I'm sorry to have worried you so, Laurel. And you young ones, didn't you have a favor to ask of me? Yes, Tret, you must turn the people of Kolima into humans again. Yes, that's right, I must hurry. That should do it. The people of Kolima are cursed no more. Tret did not always possess this horrible power. It only started when those strange gemstones fell from the sky. Gems from the sky? Do you think he means the Synergy Stones? You really think Synergy Stones caused all of this trouble? I was indeed angry that people had laid waste to my forest. They had even taken their axes to me. Then those gems fell into my branches. And all of a sudden, my fury overwhelmed me and I was lost in anger. The gem reached me when I was filled with sorrow. Our actions spoke our heart's desires, but we had no idea. Those gems twisted my anger into a force beyond my control. Have any of the saplings been transformed by those stones, Tret? No, only the elder trees were affected by the falling Synergy Stones. There are others that this happened to, so the same thing could be happening elsewhere. You must have fought many monsters on your way here. Those monsters, maybe they were just animals that were... once they were pure of heart. These gems have brought a great evil to the world. Laurel, you were given powers too? different from my own, but stemming from the same source. Laurel, what in the world are you doing? Wait, you will soon see. What did you see, Laurel? It's true, even the animals have become monsters, and beyond the river that feeds our forest? Yes, an evil forest has risen up to the south of the river. Will you be heading south across the river? That area will only grow more dangerous as time passes. If you must go, you'd better hurry. I owe you a great debt. You have saved Kolima, the forest, and me. May your roots dig deep and your branches reach high. When Tret was talking about gems in the sky, my first thought was saying, gems in the sky? It's like the dream I had about gems in the sky. I don't know how many people will get this reference. Tell it to us in excruciating detail. But yeah, shoot, I should just return. What? Yeah, it's like, you know, why am I doing this? I had this realization partway through of like, yeah, why am I walking back through this? Alright, so where's Kolima again? I legitimately don't remember. I'm guessing this. Hey, we should rest. I know I rest at the inn way too much, but it's just an OCD thing. Yeah, there's a few things that I kind of have this association with, kind of like that, where I just kind of like, you know, I'd love to get into it, but I just can't get past this one person I used to know liking it. So, not high on the priority list. I'm told the holy tree's rage caused this horrible incident. Do you believe that was the only cause? I agree, something did change when the gems fell. Seems super nice, thank you! I tend to be a very chill streamer because I can't do like high energy very often. So I tend to be just, yeah, try to aim for that sort of chill vibe. Partly out of necessity, because I can't really do the high-end, like, super excited streamer vibe that some people can do. Okay, question, is this cursed forest to the south, is this required or is it optional? Are you going to cross the bridge? Oh, right, go ahead. You're not being annoying, by the way. To be fair, I get it though, because I'm always like, oh my god, am I bugging everybody? Lately I've been going through this thing where I'm kind of hiding out from social media because of this constant nagging fear that I'm annoying everybody, to be honest. Fuchin Temple. How did you get here? Is the bridge open again? Really? Then I can go home to Kolima now? I thought I'd never go home, what with that cursed forest and all. Gems from the sky, blue lights in the north, all omens of disaster. They match legends of destruction described in their oldest scrolls. Yeah, very spicy take, but the line in the Sonic 06 fandub where, yeah, Sonic goes, where Tails talks about a dream, and then Sonic goes, tell it to us in excruciating detail, and Tails goes, it was a real dream, bye. Because in the cutscene, Tails is immediately leaving as they ask Tails this really long-winded question. Blue lights in the north, terrifying. A rain of broken stars. A forest suddenly grows, all omens. RA2 is apparently coming out in like early October, so I'm really excited about that. Isn't it noble of him to try to save the world by becoming enlightened? However, I really do not want to see Nyunpa waste away. Welcome, weary wanderers. What aid do you seek? Visit us again. Okay, so he's the healer. Can I ask you a personal question? Then I'd be willing to hear about these optional things. Actually, like optional stuff that I'm gonna miss anyway, I don't mind being told about because I have no way of knowing where these things are, so I don't particularly mind that kind of spoiler, personally. Oh, duh, we have to go back to Kolima.